Alright, we're here today, setting out some traps for some raccoon, and I'm a firm believer in the perfect opportunistic set. What we have over here by the creek, we got some raccoon tracks up on the bank there. We know they got a burrow down there, we've seen it. We know they got a den up here, we've seen it, which means they got to run their way back and forth through here. And through the flooding and stuff, what we have is this mailbox washed down through. Got a perfect opening up here. It's got one matched on the other side. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some lure, fish oil, maybe sprinkle up there, throw them a few marshmallows, some bait up in there. We're going to put a trap at this end, get a trap bedded down up at that end, and it should produce. I'm pretty sure it will. Let's get to it. First thing you want to do when you get to a spot, you want to clear off the surface so you can see what you're working with. You want to get out all this leaves, just pull it away. Don't throw it away too far, you don't need it. And you get up in here with your shovel and you start chopping it around if you can. Going to be using today is a number 1.5 dual coil spring. Have them dyed and waxed. I know you don't really need to wax raccoon traps, but you know, in case that incidental coyote or fox decides to come along, I want to be prepared. That's why I'm using the gloves. Alright. Gonna dig out this bed, chop it up, get it loose. Get off all roots you can. Then you want to put dirt back in it. That's going to be where you bed your trap. Since I'm going to wire mine to this tree here, take a slight little trough out here for my chain to lay in. Very important when you're trapping raccoon. He's going to be reaching up in here trying to grab up in there. So you want your trap sitting back with your pan about 4 inches. And you don't need to go coyote firm when you're bedding, but you like to get it good and twisted in there so it's solid. Just worry about putting a little ground around the outside of it, that's all. That's all you really need. Just enough to pack it in there somewhat tight. That way they just don't feel it shifting underneath their feet. Because if they feel a shift, they'll potentially dig, especially a fox or a coyote. And then we just some dirt over top of it. Shot and trap small. That shouldn't matter too much. But then just for prosperity things, I like to just one of those leaves you pulled away, and I'll just put it back to what it was as close as you can. Next time you're going to wire off of this tree. Now I want to do this, I'm going to double wire this one. Now you know something where they can drag away and move. You need the extra strength because this trap's not moving anywhere. So I think a pretty good amount down the line here. I bet you this thing's been out here for 10 years. Find your trap in here. What you want to do on a double line. Take it all the way. So you got it half. Half and half. See this handle. Put pliers here. And then when you put it around your tree, you don't want to go super tight because you want it to be able to spin like that. That way he can go up around and he can go this way and that way and any which way he can, and it's not going to pull out. There again, they see this bag every day of their lives, so that ain't gonna be any alarm to them. Now I set it there earlier, so we got both sides in. Now we're going to figure out what we use for bait. Always put your tools away. That way you know where your stuff's at. It's not all lost. Alright, now we're going to use some lure and bait here, which I changed gloves. Those are stored in there with the dirt. Lure and bait gloves are outside with the lure and bait. They're just regular industrial nitrile gloves, nothing special, nothing. I just get them this way just because I don't have a latex allergy. There's people that do and they have to wear these, but it just happens where I get my gloves from the supplier. He has the nitrile, so it's just what we use. But it's just important that you're not putting the scent from your hands onto your equipment. Not so important with raccoon for this set, but we do catch fox and coyotes incidental here, and we probably owe that mostly to our preparation. It's not accidental when it happens, but it is accidental, if that makes any sense to you. We're not setting particularly for the animal, but we catch them as consistently in those sets because we do wax to stay set free. I think we're going to use, got some water on that, got some Hawbaker's raccoon lure here, Boar's Delight. I think here at this set, haven't used any of this, I hope you didn't steer me wrong, but we're going to use some Raccoon Supreme. It's by Epler up in Oryxburg, Pennsylvania. He's a local guy about 30 miles away from where I'm at right now, and pretty good all around dude. But here's what we do. Get our bait. And when I do this, I like to stay back away from the traps, because that way if you do drop it, you're not dropping it on your traps, creating spots or something of that nature to start digging. What I found here is a stick. Get in there, stir that around a little bit. And I don't know if this is going to work, but this is what we're going to try. I forgot to thaw my fish, so we don't have any fish out on the line today. But we're going to try. But what I'm going to do here is going to wipe this up on a marshmallow. The marshmallow's white, got eye appeal, it's got extra scent. In addition to the lure, rub this together, get it nice and gooed up. And I'm going to try to drop them back in here where they can't just get them. Just throw that over there, bring some more traction. And again, some more. Again, I'm trying to put this up here in an area where they can't just reach in and just get it. So, do a little bit else here. Take these gloves off, so pretty much done with the bait. Somebody's calling you. Gonna take some fish oil. And I'm just gonna squirt a little down there, a little down there, a couple of drizzles up here. And I'm just gonna fan it out. That's why I got the squirt bottle. That way anything that comes walking down there, they're gonna smell that fish oil. It's gonna bring them right up in here. They're gonna smell it then, and then when they get around there, they're gonna say, hey, there's another odor coming from down in that hole. And they're gonna work around and that is taking advantage of debris that's just laying around your trap line. We just stumbled across this, and I figured it was a perfect offset. We'll keep you posted, let you know how it goes.